We're live from the Kimberley this morning. You know, this area spans over 400,000 square kilometres of sheer gorgeousness.
Yeah, it's actually 3 times the size of England with a population of around 40,000, and it is an extraordinary place to visit, as you can see, and we've all discovered.
Indeed. We're up here for the Ord Valley Muster. Moving on to news, though. The NBN has agreed to destroy photos taken by a staff member while present during the Australian Federal Police raids on the office of Senator Stephen Conroy and the homes of an ALP staffer as part of its investigation into the leaks about the NBN.
The AFP has denied any political interference, but the raids have added some extra spice and intrigue to the election campaign. Joining us to discuss that and other issues are Minister for Resources, Energy and Northern Australia, Josh Frydenberg, and Opposition Deputy Leader Tanya Plibersek. Morning to you both. Josh, first to you. It's hardly surprising that the hashtag NBN Gate is now trending. There's now reports Communications Minister Mitch Fifield knew about the leaks months ago. Josh, this is a pretty bad look for the government, isn't it?
Look, it's not a bad look for the government at all, because everybody understands, including the Labor Party from their own experience, that the Australian Federal Police are an independent law enforcement agency. They make their decisions independent of any political interference, and any suggestion of otherwise is a slight on the hard-working men and women in the Australian Federal Police. So you've seen a statement from the AFP. It's been very clear in that statement that they took this decision themselves. As to the timing, that's a matter for them to answer. And as for Mitch Fifield and his discussions with the NBN, you know, ministers talk to their key stakeholders all the time.
But Josh, just on the look of it, yeah, sure, people might understand that the AFP operates independently. They're not taking orders from the government. But the nature of the material, even though it was subject to parliamentary privilege, even though it might be commercial in confidence, it does look like we're just trying to cover up a bad news story. I mean, we're talking about blowouts, cost blowouts and connection problems. We're not really talking about, you know, stuff that would affect the ability to execute the contracts.
But these are decisions for the Federal Police. They've got nothing to do with the, you know, political parties or individuals in governments or in oppositions. You know, that's how the law enforcement process works. And, you know, whether the timing is done in an election or before an election or after, that is completely a decision, Andrew, for the AFP.
Yeah, we all accept that.
And that's the point.
Okay,
and that's
Tanya,
the point.
what do you think?
Well, I think...
Tanya, what are your thoughts on the timing of this? I mean, just because there has been some criticism this is done during the election campaign, but, you know, could you really expect the AFP to rush in too soon or delay it until after the election just so that you guys didn't look back?
Let's be really clear. I think the Australian Federal Police do a fantastic job, and Labor completely supports the Australian Federal Police doing their duty, and that's all we ever think they do. This is a separate issue. This is, why does the government want to cover up the incompetent administration of the NBN? This is a government company discussing with the minister leaks that show that the NBN has doubled in costs since Malcolm Turnbull was the minister, and instead of being complete in 2016 as he promised, it'll be complete in 2020. So it's gone from costing $29 billion, Malcolm Turnbull's NBN, to $56 billion. And vast parts of the country haven't even seen work start. These are documents, I believe, that or I've been told that when Labor was in government were actually regularly published on the internet. You could just look them up. Anyone could just look them up. But now they're secret because the government doesn't want to know that Mr Turnbull, who likes to think of himself as an NBN internet genius, is in fact incompetent. He has incompetently mismanaged the rollout of the NBN. You ask people in regional towns, suburbs, even inner city areas right across Australia how their internet connection is, and it's stuffed. We've gone from having the 30th fastest internet speeds in the world to the 60th fastest internet speeds in the world on Malcolm Turnbull's watch. And the government don't want you to know that the one job he had as Communications Minister, he couldn't do.
All right, so Josh, leaving aside the AFP raids, I mean, how do we respond to that, the essence of this NBN argument,
Sure.
which is the fact that the cost has blown out and that the connectivity is so much smaller than it should be at this stage of the game?
Well, Andrew, in fact, the costs have been brought under control by the coalition
true.
government and by Malcolm Turnbull. And, Tanya just there misrepresented the reality of the situation, because Stephen Conroy, when he was the minister, had to hop on a plane with Kevin Rudd to get 5 minutes to work out the NBN plan on the back of an envelope. Now, they never did a cost-benefit analysis. They never did a official business plan. And in the 6 years they were in office, they connected only 50,000 premises. Now, since we've been in office, we've connected 900,000 premises, and now 2 million businesses and households
Josh,
have access to the NBN.
it's
and it's, of
doubled in
course,
cost.
no, it's actually the cost has come
It's
down
gone from
significantly.
$29 billion
The
under
costs
your
have come
estimates
down
to $56
significantly.
billion under your estimates. Malcolm Turnbull said it would cost $29 billion. Now he says it will cost $56 billion. The cost of the old copper network has vastly blown out. You've bought a dud of old copper network from Telstra. You've got to spend vastly more fixing it than you ever thought, and people will still get worse internet connections than they were promised.
All right.
Well, Tanya,
Under us,
the
they'd
figures
have
change.
fibre to
We
their
are going
homes.
to have to... We are going to have to leave it there, unfortunately, team. I do distinctly recall having this exact conversation shortly before the last election, so it's interesting to see that the NBN is still such a hot-button issue. But Josh Frydenberg and Tanya Plibersek, thank you very much for joining us
Enjoy the
this
lovely
morning.
Kimberley, won't
Yeah,
you?
and I'll be up there next week.
We shall.
Thank you so much.
See you.
Oh, good one. All right.
Excellent. Thank you
See
so
ya.
much. And it is news time now with Talitha.